Yes.
There we go.
Badoosh.
Sparkling water lime, naturally essenced, 0 calories, 0 sweetener, 0 sodium equals innocent.
What?
Innocent, eh?
It's quite random, isn't it?
Is it like you can drink it and feel
good about yourself. Because Keyzie and Mogi, 0 calories, 0 sweetener, 0 sodium, and can I add,
Like water.
0 taste.
I was about to
Yeah, just have water, yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes like
Well, it
shit.
is essentially sparkling water with a bit of something squirted in it.
And a bit of landfill.
Yeah.
Here's something that I heard last year here at Hodaki from one of the girls. I was talking about how you
Get
can
your
drink.
hands off me, Keyzie, you filthy prick.
Was it like
We're
that?
talking
Stop
about
leering at me, Keyzie, you animal. I don't feel safe.
Maybe go easy on the beersies, Keyzie. You've had a few now.
it was about
Aren't you
I was-
married, Keyzie, or about to be married? Was it like that?
Got another T-shirt with a automobile theme on it, Keyzie.
It was about we were drinking here in the office, and I was drinking soda and gin or something, and I was like, oh, it's quite a good thing to drink because it's a lot of water, so it's not sugary. So the next day you wake up and it's fine, and it's it's alcohol's not healthy for you, but at least it's the healthiest option you can get. And then someone was like, well, actually, no, soda water's got extra sodium in it, so you get lots of sodium. There's lots of salt in soda water.
Salt in it, yeah.
Is that true?
It is true.
Really?
Yes.
But it depends. The most amount of it is in, like, if you buy it off the shelf, SodaStream's not too bad.
Yeah, because I thought they just carbonated
But
it.
some of them are huge amounts of
Wow.
salt.
So sparkling water you should
In
get
fact,
then.
no, I won't even say it because I'm probably wrong. But yeah, there was a brand that I thought was particularly shitty.
Right.
But I think the SodaStream's right. But I think you're still right there, Keyzie.
We
Yeah.
started
None of the sweeteners,
using
none
our
of the preservatives.
SodaStream this weekend again, actually, weirdly enough. But speaking of Di Henwood fellas, and he was saying that he went into a cafe on Saturday morning and
Oh,
got
my God, yeah.
absolutely pounded by Big Show fans. Talking
Why?
about, he doesn't, they just started going on about the Big Show and how steamed Keyzie was all the time and how the fuck does he actually work when he's so steamed all the time. Luckily, they said he works with a couple of backbones. Moby.
So they were
that's
bonkers then.
yeah, so
Still drunk from the
that's
night
what got
before.
him through.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
He was going down there to get his early morning coffee to wake up and get ready for the weekend, and then he's just hit. Apparently, they were having a couple of pints and a big brekkie.
Which I didn't.
Really?
I wasn't aware of the fact that you could in New Zealand have a few pints with your brekkie there.
With your pudding.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
a bar that's got a all hours license, right?
Right.
Well, not all hours. You have to cut off by like midnight or something. Usually, if it's out in the suburbs there. But it's a bar that in the morning serves big brekkie, so of course you just
Right.
get a pint with it. Yeah.
Ugh.
No, I don't know how I know that. It's just I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Just actually, sorry, I haven't played the admin yet. Let me
Right
just.
to the front, Keyzie.
Yeah,
Christ.
jeez. Bloody filthy bastard.
It's a dude.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki.
Good weekend,
Thanks,
fellas.
mate.
Thanks, mate. It was one of those weekends where I didn't get to do anything I was planning on doing.
Oh, yeah. What were you planning, by the way?
Well, I just, stuff with my lovely wife and so forth, but then she ended up going to a funeral all day over in the Hickey.
Oh, yeah,
Which was sad and stuff, and didn't get back till quite late, and then looked after a little fella yesterday.
Oh, same one?
Yes.
He must be growing.
And then help my daughter move all her shit out of her house into our house.
Cool. I'm sure we talk about that
Yeah,
more,
it's
will
good
we?
time.
Yeah.
Good times. You should have seen old Hoodie J on the trailer, fellas.
What do you mean on the trailer?
Backing it up like an
Whoa,
absolute...
like a
liability.
like a dream. Like a dream.
Did you have to back it down your driveway? What is that?
That's
you
me.
jackknifing it.
That's me
on the highway.
accelerating with my
How'd you go?
trailer.
How'd you honestly go with it? Because you said you've never really driven a trailer before.
How we honestly went with it, we drove in such a way that we never had to back up.
yeah.
So we literally parked up on her
That's a good
street.
technique if you can manage it.
Parked up on her street and then did a big roundy loop and then parked up the top of our drive on our street and did a big roundy loop.
Nice.
We have to start doing these competitions we were going to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Parallel parking, trailer backing.
Keen for whenever.
Same.
Yep. What'd you do, Keezy? Oh, you got on
Staggy.
your
He
piss
just
trip.
got steamed.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a stag do. I wasn't the only one getting steamed, though, you know.
You on a little bus there?
Yeah, well, it was actually cheaper than a van.
Right.
So a van was 700 and something, and the bus was 600.
Shit.
And so I was like, wow, if you get a bus or not, you know.
Oh, let me do the math on that one. I'll get back to you.
How many were involved?
Heads up.
Well, there were 13
Four.
of us originally, which was the issue because all the vans, the biggest you could get was 12.
Oh, God.
So I was like, well, I'll go for the bus, which is 19.
You're cut, Millhouse.
And then one
Yeah.
person pulled out a week before,
Yeah.
tried to downgrade, couldn't.
Can't.
Yeah.
Equals bus. What?
No, I thought you said something else.
Oh, he said can't.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
was
just
like,
Yeah.
I was just momentarily taken aback.
Did you have a nice time?
Yeah. Thanks, man.
That's
Yeah, I
good,
did.
man.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And did all the fellas enjoy the activities you'd organised there, Keyzie?
I think so. I think we got pretty decent buy-in from everyone. You know, everyone was getting stuck into it.
Yeah.
You know, there was no one just sort of resting on their laurels or anything. Everyone was going
I hate it
hammer
when
and tongs.
people are resting on their laurels, man. Oh.
Was there any sort of stripper action going on?
Oh, yeah. Did you get any strippers in, Keyzie, you filthy piece of shit?
No, we didn't get any strippers in.
Bullshit. Or you went to a stripper's in.
No, the guy that we organised it for didn't. He didn't even want a stag in the first place.
But Keyzie
So I convinced
insisted
him to
on
do
both
it.
the stag, because he's not getting married, eh? But Keyzie is dying to see another stripper.
Yeah, and you needed a bit of a cover for it. It's a stag do, my love. It's a stag do. What are you supposed to do? Hey.
Yeah.
Ugh. What are you doing with your mouth there?
Just ingesting the coffee I just
No,
drank
right,
because I've got a
okay.
second day
Yeah,
hangover going.
And
Have ya?
I see, Mogi, you're down on the old valley.
God, it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, nice.
2 days of just belter sunshine.
Yes.
Caught up with a bunch of people. It's quite nice, Wellington. I've got some friends there.
Oh, that's
I
good.
feel like I haven't got any here, apart from you two legends.
Yeah.
And pugs.
Yeah, but is Keyzie a friend, though?
Nah.
So I know. And
Eyes
no,
front, Hoyt.
it was bloody good. Bloody good time down there. Did the old charity work, you know, mate.
Yeah, mate. Good on you.
Yeah. I'd never heard of it before. They raised money for Life Flight, which I don't think I'd ever heard of either.
Life flight.
Life Flight.
Is that-
Yeah, that's
is that-
their jingle.
Obviously, a emergency
I
scenario where
assumed
people
that
pick
was
up
it,
the
so I
need to-
must have heard it before. Yeah, so they've got a plane, couple of planes maybe, helicopter. So they do all that stuff, and they have an open day where people come in and they see what all the services do.
Yes.
So you sort of had your firemen there, your police, your ambos, all that sort of carry on. But there's about 3,000 people went in there, and they've been doing it I'd never heard of it.
Right,
But
okay.
it's a classic take your kids along to it sort of a thing,
Yes.
which is, why I've never been, because I would just never be interested in going along and looking at that.
Yeah.
But actually having been there, it was really good. Pretty amazing.
That's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is good.
A lot of backbones you just mentioned there. Your firemen, your
Yeah.
coppers, your...
Oh,
Harris.
well, and Captain Hurricane was there.
Oh,
but I was
the new one.
I was
He
gutted.
sucks.
I was gutted. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
he
he
looks like
sucks.
me.
Has he
Somebody
lost
else
the mo?
texted and goes, why does that look like you? I was like, oh, yeah, because it's a new Hurricane. Why did they get a new Hurricane?
I don't know. What did it look like you? I can't remember. What was the nose size on it?
Oh, it's about the same as your fucking monster. But, yeah, I mean, the only difference was that because he didn't have a moustache. Like, it doesn't work if he hasn't got the moustache. I ran with it anyway.
Yeah.
Because because I saw the guy and I said, I've got to get a video with you
Yeah.
later. And then he came over later and he goes, it's a shame Keyzie's not here. I said, it's funny you say that. That's what this is all about. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what the guts is with that. Because
Yeah.
he doesn't look like a captain anymore.
I think the old Captain Hurricane did look quite weird.
Yeah,
Like
funny.
Yeah,
Well,
hilarious.
a mascot's meant to look funny. He looked off his head.
It's the kind of thing that the marketing team would have been like, oh, they're not marketable enough. They're kind of a bit weird. We need it to be
It's
cool.
so- you can't change it. But this one's got no character.
Nah, it's just
Yeah.
a generic mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a Roger Ramjetty type of an affair, but without even that much character.
I don't
It's
get that.
devastating. It was devastating.
I can imagine, man. Yeah.
Went for a little ride in a plane, did some selfies, made a fortune off the selfies,
Yeah, good shit,
fortunately.
man. Good
At
shit.
a charity event, you were charging for selfies.
Well, yeah, we didn't do the appearance fee, but we just charged for selfies.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people
You were
were
saying-
keen.
Oh, God, they were keen, man.
Yeah, you were telling me, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you what, mate.
Yeah.
Huge stars in Wellington. It's very localised. Very localised.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
But yeah, good weekend, actually. Good to get out there and get out and about and see some people and that. Nice little recharge it was.
I was about to say, better than resting at home with the whānau, getting out amongst there, flying around and...
Yeah, I mean, and I saw Kiri Te Kanawa.
Yeah.
And I have spent so much, and we'll talk about this on the show, but I've spent so much of my time, not so much of my time, but I've often wondered, what would she be like?
Yes.
What would Dame Kiri Te Kanawa be like?
I
What
reckon
do you
she'd
think
be
she'd
really
be like?
warm and lovely, but also someone you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of. I'm like Nolene Totor, the coach of the Silver Ferns, warm, lovely, but would have also a very staunch, stern side.
Yeah, yeah. She does.
What do you think, Woody J?
Pardon?
What do you think what do you think she'd be like? I'm assuming that, but, what do you think?
Oh, look, I can honestly say that she is very lovely and very warm, and she does have a very staunch side, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I always thought that she'd be pretty cold.
No.
Well,
very, very theatre, actually.
Very theatre?
Very darling.
Right.
Darling.
Oh, really? Because
well,
my
maybe
interaction
she
with
just-
her, she was very cold.
She just called me that.
Yeah.
She didn't
Yeah.
like you.
No, we
That's
didn't talk.
Oh,
at all.
right.
But she was just a real... I think what it is she's Dame Kiri Te Kanawa.
Yes.
And she doesn't want anybody talking to her.
Oh, that's a
Maybe.
shame. That's a shame.
She had her shades on, her speed dealers on, which was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Some of the most horrific sunglasses I've ever seen in my life, but probably cost her $3,000 or something.
Yeah.
nice.
She was with another woman that looked exactly the same as her.
Her body double.
It is funny, isn't it, that grandparents, old women and men, I guess this
Good
works for
save,
both.
mate. Good save, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking about both, but I was mainly thinking about the woman. They exist in different time periods, but they always look the same. So you can have an old woman now in her 70s,
Right.
and if you grab one who was in her 70s in the 90s, she'd look exactly the same.
What about
They
when...
get dressed exactly the same. They wear the
Yes.
same things. It's
Yes.
fucking weird. You don't bring any of your personality from your life. You just go, right, now I'm old, I cut my hair short.
Time to go to Shanton's.
Shantons.
It's where you buy elderly people clothes.
Oh,
Or
right.
Posty Plus or some shit. I don't know.
Sounds like you do know.
That's true, though, eh?
I have
Because
no idea.
They look the same.
Yeah, you don't.
The hair's the same. Bobby's
Yes.
sort of frizzy thingy, maybe a bit of colour in there, a bit of a rinse.
Bit of
Why are
pur-
you doing that?
Bit of purple.
20 years ago, you would have joked about somebody doing that. You'd
Yes.
be taking the piss out of somebody having a purple rinse in their hair. Now you're doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas
And
I
the
think...
Twin set
cardigans,
pearls
the
and-
pearls,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. It was
Yeah.
all of that. The brooches.
Yes.
Where the fuck did you get a brooch? Nobody sells brooches.
Yeah.
I guess you get them from your grandmother or your mother.
And then you start
Then
wearing
you
the
start
handed
wearing
down
them.
stuff
Yeah,
once
yeah,
you... So, because you'll
And
still
you should
wear
sell it for
the tight
fucking
tees and
drugs.
stuff.
Because the weird thing I find for me is that as I get older, the more styly I get.
Fully.
Big
You
time
d-
styling.
you do.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I know it's hard to believe looking at me now, but
Isn't that the second-hand shirt Mike Lane gave you?
When I was like young, Mogi, no sense of taste whatsoever. And I don't know what's happened over the years, but
Oh, your wife started
I
dressing-
just started
dressing
getting more and more and more stylish.
Every morning, Jace hops out of bed and then stands next to his wife. She goes, arms up. And then she pulls a skivvy down over you and then pulls your head through
Head
the closet.
first.
But I tell you what happens every morning when I get out of bed in my grubs. I get a
You
T-shirt
wear
on.
undies to bed.
Yeah.
I don't.
Especially after your steamers.
What do you, no, I have a shower after that.
No, that's true. Yeah.
And it's only sometimes.
I get up in my undies, T-shirt, trackies.
Do you tuck your shirt into your undies?
My woolly, what are they called?
Ugg boots.
Ugg boots.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Are they back now, your Ugg boots? You wearing them again?
Yes.
You weren't wearing them in summer?
No.
Nah.
No,
Mine are back too.
Yeah. When I get home, I take off my house shoes.
Well, the thing is, Keyzie, you don't get up till fucking midday.
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
don't-
So
you
it's
don't-
already
so you
fucking
don't know
late,
it's-
you lazy
You don't know
fucking-
it's cold in
You
the morning,
fucking
you lazy
lazy
fucking
bastard.
asshole.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
Don't
exactly.
you give me
I
your
didn't say
fucking
anything.
steely
Playing
like,
fucking
mate.
PlayStation
You can
at 4
shut
o'clock
that
in the
right
morning,
up your
jerking
fucking ass.
yourself off,
The
you
fuck,
fucking
man?
scumbag.
Yeah, no, I love Ugg boots.
Righto. What's the word of the day?
Your Hodaki Big Show Keyzie word of the day is...
Lazy piece of shit.
Anger issues.
No. Lazy.
Lazy Minogi.
Just lazy.
Don't forget to send all the Keyzie words into the Hodaki Big Show on Instagram and your mobile number as well. We could be calling you on Monday with some prizes. Oh my God, it's Monday, fellas.
Hey, do you get like a
Semi.
red nose
Oh.
in winter, Keyzie? Because that's going to stand out like a fucking...
Mine will.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't
Do
get a red nose.
Because I imagine you being quite fluey and coldy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with that
What
snot.
do you mean you imagine? I've worked with you for almost 2 years now. You know what I'm like in winter.
I don't know what you're like in winter.
Awesome.
I've got no memory of it.
It's because...
I don't. But I don't have a memory of anything. I can't remember.
Well, I just go jeans
How
and boots
sick.
and like jackets and stuff, lots of jackets.
Do
And
you-
you're always like, oh, I love your jacket. Where'd you get it from? Please tell me.
Do you go,
that's so
you know, when
cool.
people say, what did you do yesterday? Do you go,
No, I'm pretty good with yesterday.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with
Yeah.
this.
The day
Yeah.
before that, I'm not. It starts getting a bit hazy.
yeah.
You too, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, man.
What
Like,
did you do on Saturday? You helped your daughter move. Or was that Sunday?
Sunday.
What did you do Saturday then? Oh, while your wife was at
your
the
wife
funeral.
was at the funeral.
So what were you doing?
So that's good jogger of the mind.
Did she leave first and you were still standing next to the bed with your arms up just waiting
waiting
for
for her to
her?
dress me, yeah. Lawns,
Oh, yeah.
trimming,
Yeah. Pubes.
cooking,
yeah.
tidying, cleaning.
Boring.
Yeah, well, it's pretty, but, you know.
I like doing that, though.
Oh, basil.
On a bit of basil.
Oh, you know.
yeah, good.
Bit of basil.
Yeah.
Why
Actually,
not?
my neighbours have got their basil on full display out in the sun at the moment.
Good on them.
Like they've got a
What, dry?
Oh, God, they don't know.
No,
They
no,
live
no,
next door to Keyzie.
Nah, Keyzie. No, but I was just like, wow, that's a massive basil plant they're rocking there.
Right.
Yeah, so I was
And
impressed.
then you called the cops.
Yeah, I don't want that shit in my neighbourhood.
See you later.